Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dave Spillman and Storm Tracker Olivia Vera with the details on just how cold we'll see it here in the borderland.
Yeah, you know, Paul, we issued that first alert last Tuesday, and we did it in two phases. One was because of the strong winds Friday and the blowing dust and sand into Saturday. And this is the second part of that first alert with certainly that colder air, which is moving in here. And Olivia, the cold air is really affecting much of the country.
That's right, Doppler. As you can see here, the cold air is affecting much of the country. As we move up north and northeast, it's dangerously cold conditions. And as we get around central United States, we're going to see very cold. And in our neck of the woods here, we're going to see cold conditions. We're going to see teens and early 20s up in tonight and tomorrow morning with these winds as well. And that wind chill taking into effect is that as well. But it's going to be very cold here tonight. And Doppler, what can you tell us more about these regional temperatures across the country?
I mean, yeah, if you look at temperatures throughout the entire area, I mean, we've been talking about how this is going to hit most of the country. Look at this is the actual air temperature, and look in Denver, -3. That is the actual air temperature. You get up in Rapid City, -5, -10 in Minneapolis. Look at Chicago at 7 above, and then we get in Oklahoma City, and you get in around Dallas and Houston. I mean, it is cold. And even looking in Orlando, you head into Florida. We're looking at 45 degrees right now, and this cold air is going to hang around for a few days. Here's our overnight lows, and it will be cold out in the county, Doña Ana County, places like Vado at 18, La Union at 19, La Mesa 17 degrees to start off your morning. Your low temperatures across the town and city of all these towns and cities across town. We got Clint at 20, Montana Vista at 21, Fort Bliss at 23, and then we move in our far eastern county. Hudspeth County, Culberson County, it will be cold there. You got Del City at 15 and Van Horn at 12. That is the overnight lows. Now, you got to factor in the winds because the winds will make it feel even colder. Here's your 7-day wind gusts. 35 for your Tuesday. That's going to be just shortly after midnight into very early tomorrow morning. Then the winds will gradually settle down. Wednesday, not an issue. Winds come back a little bit on Thursday. Then look at the weekend. Talking about Sunday into Monday, 40, then 35. This could be another first alert time period, late weekend into early next week. All right, let's look at our wind chills and what we're going to be dealing with. Now, when you got the winds blowing, it's going to make it feel colder, especially on the west side of town. You're talking about negative numbers up in the Sacramento Mountains. You can see some of the indications of very cold wind chills. 16 over there in Deming. This is what it's going to feel like. This is not your actual air temperatures. 14 is what it's going to feel like here in town by early tomorrow morning. Then as we begin to lose some of the winds, well, then the wind chills aren't going to be much of a factor. So the winds are going to die down certainly by midday and into the afternoon hours. So again, by the afternoon, not going to be an issue. Let's talk about your forecast tonight. To look at those temperatures, the wind's going to gradually start to increase across town. Overnight tonight, temperatures down to 22. Tomorrow, looking at that high temperature of only 39 degrees, but windy in the morning hours. Las Cruces for you. Overnight lows down to 18. Your high temp tomorrow will make it up to 39. Watch over the next several days. We go 39, then 50. Look at the overnight lows. By Wednesday morning, 19 here in town, 21 by Thursday morning. We'll gradually start to see those temperatures warm up, maybe into the 60s by the weekend. That's when the winds are going to pick up. Las Cruces for you, 15 by Wednesday morning. Right here, 49 will be the high, 19 by Thursday morning. Then your afternoon high temperatures going to gradually warm into the 60s as well. We'll have a look at sports coming up next.